this and doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this and yeah. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to Unspoken Wordz, where we're all about making the natural hair community a community and helping you to love yourself in your hair. If you guys have been already watching my hair growth challenges that I've been doing, you know, my other videos that I've been doing for the hair growth challenges that I've been doing, you already know what this is. You already know this top. You're already familiar with this top. It is currently Thursday the 17th of December 2020. I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but hopefully it's before the year ends. So yeah, that's why I have all this on. So we're going to go straight on and see how much my hair has grown since a month. And I feel like it's gone pretty long because I didn't used to be able to do this. I mean, the ponytail is a bit loose right now because, you know, I don't sleep with tight buns, but yes, let's show you the results. Ten plus 15 is 25 centimeters. I think last time was 16 centimeters. That's a lot of growth. So yeah, that's 25 centimeters for the front. So this side is here. So that is 6. I don't think anything has happened. Interestingly enough, that's 6 inches. Interesting. I think one thing to note is that parts of my hair seem to grow faster than other parts. So for whatever reason, I don't know. I try to evenly distribute the products as much as possible. So this one, the back is here. Oh, you can't see that. So that's there. Right. Well, just above that one. So that's, how many is that? 1, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 inches, or just above 8 inches anyway, for the back. So what are my findings? I don't really know, actually. I don't know if I use slightly different, because it looks like it's just grown 1 inch in the month, so it's not like it's above an inch, or maybe I don't know. I think the main thing that this oil is meant to do is to, one, strengthen your hair so that it reduces the breakage, which is something I've definitely seen in terms of hair strength, and also the fact that those, I don't know if you guys have ever had that thing of where you're combing your hair, you're detangling your hair, and you just see little bits of small hair coming from your, you know, small strands of hair just kind of scattered everywhere, like it's everywhere. So that's something that I used to experience like every time I detangle, until I started using this oil, and I found that practically disappeared. You know, there's I only see shed hair, and because the strands are a lot longer than my, you can't really see it on the camera, I see more shed hair than actual just those really short pieces of you know, just breakage basically. So that's one thing that I've definitely seen as a result of using this oil for the month, is that strength and that reducing of shedded hair. And I think the other thing I have realized that the oil has really helped me with is my edges. Now here and also here as well. I used to think that it was a genetic thing, and maybe it is a genetic thing, but it seems like a lot of people seem to have that kind of dip, so I think it's just tension instead of genetics. Because I tried every other oil and it was like nothing was working, it wasn't seeming to do anything. Even the palm oil that I tried, it, you know, with everywhere else in my hair, my hair was growing, but those particular parts of my edges didn't seem to be strengthening, didn't seem to be, you know, growing out, until I used this oil and I noticed that the edges of my hair was, you know, getting stronger, getting you know, getting fuller as well. Although it hasn't fully, like, you can actually see a real big loop here, so although it hasn't fully like recovered, I've definitely seen that growth in. I know a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy coconut oil in terms of for their hair, and I don't know if to say my hair got used to it, or I was never really one of those people who was affected by coconut oil, because I know at the beginning of using this oil my hair was itchy, but then again I didn't do the double boiling method to heat it up. I just kind of allowed it to you know, do the cold infusion. So when I started realizing that my hair was itching, and I realized that it was because of the fenugreek seeds, and not because of product buildup or anything like that, I decided, okay, I'll put whilst it's still cold infusing, I'll put it next to the heater, so the warm from the heater kind of heat up the oil a little bit, heat up the fenugreek seeds, and you know, just kind of remove that itchiness from the fenugreek seeds. And I did that over a couple of days, whenever the heater was on, and I realized that the itching, you know, reduced and practically stopped. I think over the last week or so, 1 week to 2 weeks, I've not experienced, you know, crazy itching of my scalp or anything like that. So, you know, I've not really had to be doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this, and yeah. I've not had to do that. The quantities that she used, I did exactly as she did it. She didn't really state the number of drops she used for essential oils, so I just kind of counted the drops as I saw it, so I kind of estimated with that and used what I saw. But after all of that, there was still, I wish I actually hadn't poured away the sediments, because obviously I wasn't shaking it as it was going through the month. I just kind of allowed it to settle to the bottom, and then that just kind of had this like hard layer at the bottom, which I needed to use the toothpick or something to, you know, or skewer to break up so I can wash out my container. But I poured the rest of the oil in this applicator bottle. It was filled to the top. Obviously I poured some of this into my DIY pre-poo / deep conditioner, so that's why it's like this. But this is how much it was here yesterday, so this is how much is left, and that's the color that it gives, and it kind of gives this color from the first week of cold infusion, but I think it's a little bit lighter than this. Yeah, basically. So I have enjoyed using this oil. I enjoyed, you know, applying on my hair. I did what she usually recommends to do, which is every other day, and that's what I've been doing with it. So with that oil, I've been, you know, massaging it on my hair every other day. I think I probably missed like two of the days that I usually schedule for my hair to be massaged, but it was, you know, it was okay, just move on from there type thing. So yes, I think one thing I could have done or should have done was to wash my hair more frequently, because I think that would have probably, no, I did actually, I did a co-wash, I think that's what I did, and I'm not entirely sure if it really did anything or if it really helped with my hair. My hair hasn't felt like, you know, dirty or over the top, but there were times where I did overly apply the oil onto my scalp. I applied both to my scalp and my hair. when I realized that my hair was getting a little bit dry, I was like, okay, let me apply more moisturizing ingredients to my hair so that my hair didn't feel so dry. So like the fenugreek seeds and a lot of water, and warm water especially. I think one thing I started doing near the end of this whole challenge was to massage my hair with warm water. I'll be in the bath and just like wet my scalp, wet my hair or my twist, and then I also massage my scalp for 2 minutes whilst, you know, my hands are warm from the water, and you know, so I'm just kind of do that. So it's not all the time that I would massage my scalp with the oil. Sometimes I'll just use warm water just to kind of reactivate what was already on my scalp and to open up the cuticles and things like that. I didn't experience any blockage from the coconut oil, because I know coconut oil is one of those, I can't remember the name of it, but it blocks because of its properties. It clogs the cuticles, the pores, if you're not used in the correct way. But I didn't really experience that. It was actually pretty okay for me, from what I see anyway. Maybe later on down the line I'll be like, okay, actually maybe I did experience it and I didn't realize, but we'll find out, we'll see. But yes guys, that is everything. I am going to go and now remove all of this and wash my hair and go on to the next one. I know for a fact that my hair has grown, and it's a bit frustrating that I can't show you in length of how my hair is growing, because I've seen the length, but I think it's probably in other areas that I've seen that hair growth length. So for me to just measure these parts of my hair may not necessarily be a fair test, just because sometimes it seems to be having a good day, sometimes it seems to be having a bad day. Well, not a bad day, but you know, sometimes it just seems to be a little bit like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I don't feel like moving, I don't feel like growing, things like that. Yeah, so I think one thing I've definitely noticed is that my hair tends to different parts of my hair tends to grow more than other parts of my hair. But yes guys, that is the end of it. Let me know if you guys have tried the Curly Proverbs hair growth oil and how you found it. How was your experience with it? Was it good? Was it average? Was it not so great? How did you do it? And do you have a tip for me to probably do it better next time? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you lovelies for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye loves.